Like, if a fight breaks out in the hallway, he waits for his chance, then jumps in and, like, standing rear naked chokes one of the kids out cold, bro. Like, that would be Joe Pfeiffer, dude. He would jump in and fucking... most teachers would be like, hey, break it up, stop. So I've actually canceled all your other classes. You got 6 hours with me today because we're going to talk about the flat earth. We're going to talk about all the lies that they've been telling you. Keep in mind, he's talking to like a 3rd grade classroom. Now listen up, y'all. Who here has listened to my podcast? Like, that is what Bryce Mitchell's going to be on. So for that reason alone...
What's good, YouTube? Back with another video. Like I said, man, I just dropped my UFC fighters as teachers tier list. I didn't watch Bedtime because I wanted to come in with my own thoughts. But now we can finally watch this. I've been wanting to watch this for like a month. I saw the one he did with the police officers. That shit was funny as hell. The Uber drivers one, that was another classic one. Bedtime is pretty entertaining. So y'all are going to see right here. Let's get into it.
I'm going to put Dricus du Plessis in the A tier. I think Dricus would be a goated teacher because... first and foremost, this is a very Australian thing of me to say. Every South African teacher I've had is a fucking legend, bro. Bro, what are you doing in my class? You're disrespecting my classroom. But then when you're cool with him, he's funny as fuck. But I think he'd definitely be like a history teacher or like a PE teacher. Most of these guys would be gym teachers, let's be real.
I said that about
and I
Conor
think
McGregor.
that the reason I wouldn't put DDP in the A tier is because he has just a little bit of that toxicity that, you know, if you get on his bad side, it's not going to be like, excuse me, can you be quiet? Like, Dricus is going to be like, bro, you're going to be unemployed like your dad soon. Mate, I met your dad. He's unemployed. You're going to be like him if you're not paying attention in my class, okay? You do not need to be worrying about games at the back. You got a 34 in the last exam. And I saw you talking to Jessica, bro. She doesn't like you, bro. Do you seriously think she likes you, bro? Like, Dricus will fucking go in on you, dog. So,
Yo, his impressions are the best. Like, I put some chill, like, clips in my teacher tier list, and I was using Bedtime's voice. That's how good his impressions are, bro.
But... we can't put him in the S tier because he literally will send you home crying if you get on his fucking bad side. So for that reason, I'm going to put... and dude, another thing, if you have...
shout out Izzy, man.
...beef with him, right? Dricus would be the guy that your parents get there in the fucking parent-teacher interview. Bro, I don't know what he's talking about that I've disrespected him. I'm the most respectful teacher in the school. You will never find a video...
He's a gaslighter. Bedtime had a good video about gaslighting and Dricus was on there too. So yeah.
...video or recording of me disrespecting him whatsoever. I've been nothing but nice to him, and he's been verbally assaulting me in class. Like, dude, Dricus will fuck your life up, dude. So, all in all, he's a pretty decent choice, but we're gonna put him in the A tier just to be safe, right, man? Next guy to talk.
Hold on, the parent-teacher conference thing reminds me. Have y'all seen The Incredibles? That scene when like Dash, The Incredibles is like the best movie ever. Like Dash and his mom go visit his teacher because Dash is putting them thumbtacks underneath the teacher's chair. And his mom told his dad, and what's Mr. Incredible was like, damn.
Whoa, you must have been booking. How fast do you think you were going?
Dude, The Incredible is such a great movie.
Talk about, let's put T-City in the B tier, man.
Bro, I find him to be the most boring UFC fighter ever.
Listen, dude, it is what it is.
Like, yeah, he talks like that. It's like boring.
Brian Ortega, like, listen, bro. Brian Ortega, I think... he's the type of guy that he's gonna walk in and just go, listen, dude, like, you guys could listen to music, dude. I don't really care, dude. Just keep it down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And if the teacher comes in, if somebody else comes in, just act like we're doing something, dude. You know, like, Brian Ortega would be that type of teacher. I just can't see Brian Ortega being up there being super animated. I think he's too cool to be like an A or S tier teacher that really... So for that reason, T-City's definitely up there, but... I just don't think he has the personality type or the commitment, or honestly, with the CTA at this point, I don't think he has the brain capacity to be up in the A or the S tier.
Hey, these YouTubers be going crazy, bro. I swear to God, be talking crazy about them.
Next guy to talk about, let's move on. Henry Cejudo's going in the C tier, man. I can't stop.
Bro, I used to watch Henry Cejudo's YouTube channel, and I did that for maybe like 3 videos, and I said, nah, I can't do this.
Imagining Henry Cejudo. He's like the guy that just gets bitched by the class. He has to call in Mr. Usman, dude. Like, Henry Cejudo, I can just see him standing in front of a classroom. Hey, listen, guys. Guys, let me just get your attention up here, guys. Hey, guys, listen, guys. Hold on, guys. Guys, it's going to be on the exam, dude. This guy's standing up at the class trying to get your attention. You know, you think he's one of the fucking students up there. And then I could see him being like, hey, guys, Mr. Usman's here now. Y'all better put some respect on Mr. Cejudo's name. I don't want to come back in here again. I'm a problem. It's going to be a problem. Like, Usman would be good.
Do y'all get that reference when Usman said that, bro? Dude, that's
Cejudo, this guy's definitely A tier. We're going to put Dustin the Diamond in the A tier because Dustin Poirier is a funny dude. We all fuck with him. He has his moments. I think he would be a cool gym teacher. He's kind of got that unk personality and dress style that I could definitely see Poirier. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing, man? Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. You know what we're doing today, man. Come on, you know what we're doing today. Like, Dustin Poirier would be a cool ass dude to be a teacher.
That's the first fighter we've had that we've used on the same list. So that's one.
I'm not gonna put him in the S tier because, you know, you roast this guy a little bit too high. Mr. Poirier, aren't you divorced? Dude, come on, dude. You're a fucking scumbag, dude. Don't say shit like that to me, dude. Get out of my class, dude. You know, or Poirier would be like, this is what I picture for Dustin Poirier. I think I've said this in some other videos, dude. And I don't, there's no other way to describe Dustin Poirier than this. Dustin Poirier is the guy that takes dodgeball too seriously and he fucking slams a girl in the head with a ball. Like, I could see Poirier building a...
I gotta disagree. Nah, I don't think Dustin would do that, though.
Team of
a girl, maybe a dude, but not a girl.
Of fucking 55 overalls as his dodgeball team. He jumped in trying to help out and just accidentally fucking knocks out some girl with a dodgeball. Dude, come on, you jumped in the way. You can't be jumping in the way, dude. Come on, dude. You know, you try and point it, dude. Come on, what are you talking about, dude? You fucking threw it, dude. You fucking told me to throw it, dude. That would be the only thing I would knock Poirier on, is he does get a little bit salty. He does have that weird energy that he's ready to ping a fucking dodgeball off your head at any point. But outside of that, I think Poirier would be a pretty cool teacher. I definitely am going to put this guy in the A tier. I think he would be very beloved if he was walking around the hallways, all right? But this next guy, do not let this man anywhere near a fucking classroom. Do not put this guy in an inner city high school.
Hey, yo, we got the same answer on that.
Dude, Joe Pyfer. You piss him off. Everybody shut the fuck up. Everybody get quiet now. Get out your pens. Stop fucking talking. Y'all think this is a fucking game, dude. Like, dude, Joe Pyfer would crash the fuck out.
That's the same thing I said, bro.
Inconvenience. And I feel like Joe Pyfer. But Joe Pyfer, I think if he was a teacher, this is the last thing I'll say about why he's in the D tier. It's just so funny to make Joe Pyfer jokes, dude. I know one day he's gonna catch me and just fucking slime me out. I don't care, dude. It's worth it. Okay, bro.
Dude, it's not.
Joe Pyfer's the type of dude.
Bro, if Joe Pyfer hooked on bedtime's never waking up. He's permanently in a coma.
Like, if a fight breaks out in the hallway, he waits for his chance, then jumps in and, like, standing rear naked chokes one of the kids out cold, bro. Like, that would be Joe Pyfer, dude. He would jump in and fucking... most teachers would be like, hey, break it up. Stop. Joe Pyfer.
That's a good point. I didn't think about teachers dealing with the fights. That never entered my mind about the UFC fighters breaking up fights in school. Dude, that's fucking hilarious. Rear naked choking one of the students.
Starts dropping fucking overhands. Yo, stop, dude. Stop. I told you to fucking stop, dude. He's falling up a ground and pound. Dude, I detained him, dude. Dude, no more fighting in the fucking hallways, dude, unless anyone else wants some.
Oh,
that is big God. Joe Pyfer. We're going to put Smokin' Joe in the D tier, dude. He's fucking hilarious, all right? And speaking of which, Leon Edwards.
Bro, following up with ground and pound is the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Bro. Leon Edwards would be a teacher I would love to fucking have as a substitute teacher, but for all the wrong reasons, because I know he would crumble under the pressure of a classroom of 20 kids, dude. Leon Edwards, first and foremost, his time management is fucking terrible. This guy fights once a year. Second of all, he like his ability to speak to people. Imagine you bring your mom in on parent-teacher interview.
Dude, that's so true. I cannot listen to a Leon Edwards interview.
Are you Arab? Oh, sorry, I just wondered. I don't know.
He's talking about the Nina Drama interview.
But, yeah, he passed the exam. Yeah, he did good, bro. Yeah,
Are you Arab?
100%. Defo. I defo think he's going to be graduating soon, bro. 100%. Defo. Like, that's number one, okay? Number two, Leon Edwards, you know, you come up to him. Oh, hey, Mr. Edwards, did you grade our exams that you said 2 weeks ago? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I lost them. I fucking lost them. I don't know where they went, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, Leon Edwards, dude.
How does he do this?
You start, everybody just, fucking hell, I don't know what I'm teaching, bro. Shut the fuck up. Let me plan a lesson, bro. In the start of the class, this guy's writing down notes. Like, oh, fuck, what am I going to teach, bro?
That's funny.
Yeah, Leon Edwards, the only reason he's not in the D tier, because I don't think he would fucking KO anybody like Joe Pyfer, but I do think he's in that Cejudo category where I don't think he's built for it, man. I think he could maybe do it, but I really don't think it's cut out for him. We're going to put him in the C tier, all right, man? Like I said, though, there's definitely worse you could get. And I think Bryce Mitchell, I'm sorry, brother, I don't think you're going to get
I put Bryce in the B tier, bro. I want to see why he's going to shit on Bryce. I fuck with Bryce, though.
But yeah, I don't think you're going to get the job as a teacher, man. Imagine walking into this kind of sounds badass, I'm not going to lie, but for a lot of you guys as well. But, you know, I'm trying to think from the perspective of if I would hire this guy to be a teacher or some shit, right? Bryce Mitchell walks into the classroom. How y'all doing today? Now listen up. We're here to talk about World War II. All right.
Shit.
So I've actually canceled all your other classes. You got 6 hours with me today because we're going to talk about the flat Earth. We're going to talk about all the lies that they've been telling you. Keep in mind, he's talking to like a 3rd grade classroom. Now listen up, y'all. Who here has listened to my podcast? Like, that is what Bryce Mitchell's going to be on. So for that reason alone, not to mention you get him as your science teacher. All right, put your hand up if you think the Earth is round. All right, now get out of my classroom, Robert. Like, Bryce Mitchell, I just don't think that this is the type of guy we need teaching the youth. Maybe I'll...
Dude, you know what would be crazy? Imagine if one day Lucas Tracy, MMA Guru, and Bedtime MMA took Joe Rogan, John Anik, and DC Spot. Imagine that shit. That shit would be insane.
Wrong, bro. But for me, personally, I think Bryce Mitchell... he's a D tier teacher, dude. I just don't think that this is the type of guy that's gonna get the job, man. I don't think he's like as bad as Joe Pyfer. I think Joe Pyfer's a threat to society, especially certain demographics of society. I think Joe Pyfer teaching in fucking Guadalajara, dude, get ready to get chinned if you're one of those kids. But Bryce Mitchell, I actually think he would be pretty cool. I'm gonna put Moicano in the B tier. I'm not gonna put him in the A tier because
okay, I want to see where he goes with it.
he has a very thick accent. Like, I swear to God, every university course I ever did, they were like, let's get the most least understandable human being to read this.
I took some classes in college, and we had I think she was from Ukraine, and she had like the thickest accent. That's funny. He said,
Bro. Let's get the most difficult fucking content. Let's get a dude that barely speaks English to teach this. Let's do that. Let's go for that. And I think Moicano would kind of have that vibe, but at the same time, Moicano seems like a funny ass dude. I think Moicano would definitely be the teacher that low-key swears in front of you, and you guys are all kind of like, oh shit, did he just fucking do it? Like, Moicano's, let me tell you something, guys. This fucking guy, guys. And you're like, oh shit, did he just say that? Like, Moicano would be kind of cool, man. I think he'd be kind of cool. And I also think he would teach you some cool stuff about economics. I think that could be something that Moicano could get into, but I'm not going to put him up in that.
Bro, what was that one post fight when he started saying, you guys need to read this book? I'm like, he was ODing it on that post fight interview. That was a little bit much.
Let's move on to another lightweight contender that I think would be, decent, honestly. I'm going to put Paddy Pimblett in the B tier. I think he's another borderline A tier guy.
Bro, if he worked in the inner city here, bro, nobody could understand him.
But the biggest thing for me with Paddy Pimblett is, you walk in class and your lunch smells too good. This guy's going to be on you, dude. This guy's going to be on you fucking all class.
That's facts. Dude, he bloats up, dude. Oh my God. Dude, did he just do a sniffing sound? Like, bedtime is fucking hilarious.
Swear to God, lad, I can smell a fucking cheeseburger in here, lad. Who's got pizza for lunch? Mate, I'm fucking starving. Know what I mean, lads? Does anybody have any food, lad? I'm fucking starving. Yeah, sorry, lad, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry I was late, guys. I took a sloppy shit in the staff room before I came, lad. You know what I mean? That would be the only thing holding back Paddy Pimblett. I think he would be walking into class, eating a fucking Subway footlong for some reason at like 8 a.m. I think Paddy Pimblett, but in the same vein, he's not a C tier guy because he has a good personality. He's a funny dude. Mm-hmm. The TikTok trend of him makes me want to kill myself. But outside of that...
Wait, can someone comment down below what the TikTok trend is he does?
Paddy Pimblett's bringing snacks to class too. Dude, I might convince myself he's fucking A tier, low key. Because Paddy Pimblett's coming to class.
Paddy would be the type of teacher that's going to always order food and always have an excuse to throw parties just so he can eat like pizza and shit.
With like a fucking... Like, he's the type of dude that randomly walks in and you're like, why do you have a 24-pack of donuts? Mate, I was bringing this for me lunch, but if you guys want some, you can fucking have them, I guess, lads. I've got another one in my car, you know what I mean, lads. For that reason, Paddy Pimblett is very, very close to A tier, but we will throw him in B tier because I think one thing against him with his food addiction is, you're in the middle of a fucking exam, you just hear, fucking hell, sorry, lad, I was just breathing, lad, my bad, lad, sorry, was I distracting you? Sorry, lad. Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Wait, he's not even talking about Paddy eating during the test. He's talking about just Paddy when he's fat, he breathes. I saw a clip of him on a podcast and he was doing that breathing shit.
You know what I mean? I'm fucking hungry. Thinking about lunch, you know what I mean, lad? That reason alone, we're going to put Paddy Pimblett in the B tier. But he's solid, dude. He's definitely a borderline A tier guy, all right? This next guy, though, I feel bad doing this to him. I'm just going to be real, though, man. Pantoja's going C tier, dude.
No. I work so hard for that. Bedtime always roasts. Bedtime always kills Pantoja for doing that speech, bro. I thought that was a fire ass speech after he beat Brandon Moreno.
No flyweight in the UFC is getting respect from a classroom of children, dude.
Yeah,
Pantoja could
I said that too.
walk into a classroom full of children with a UFC belt and they would start talking over this fucking guy, dude. Imagine
They're so
Pantoja
little.
trying to teach guys, don't leave it, guys. The belt, guys, don't leave it yet, guys. Please don't leave it. You know what I mean? Pantoja's up there trying to teach you something. Like, God bless this fucking guy, because Pantoja's a lovely guy. But I just know he would be saying, guys, please listen, guys. I worked so hard on this power.
See, I knew he was gonna do that, bro.
At 3 a.m. I work, lovely guy. But I just know he would be saying,
you gotta respect the hustle from Pantoja, man.
guys, please listen, guys. I work so hard on this PowerPoint, you guys. I make this at 3 a.m. You guys, you have to listen. For that reason, listen, Pantoja, he would be a cool dude, but I just don't think it would work out for him. He's kind of got that Cejudo type of stature and energy where, you know, he's gonna have to work really hard to get some respect from the students, and for that reason, we're gonna throw him down in the C tier. I definitely think he could handle it a little bit better than Leon Edwards. Like, Leon Edwards is borderline D tier, but I just didn't want to disrespect him for putting him alongside, you know, Officer Joe Pyfer and fucking Bryce Mitchell over here. But yeah, Pantoja's definitely a C tier in my opinion. I think, like I said,
it looks like Bedtime only uses fighters that are, well, in this list, he's only using fighters that are like fighting currently.
I'm putting Bilal Muhammad in the A tier. I think Bilal Muhammad is
Bilal as a teacher. What do I think about Bilal as a teacher? Guys, you got to practice your wrestling, the striking, and the ground. I love when Bedtime does that. Bilal would be like, guys, you got to work on your PowerPoint, your spreadsheets.
Funny enough, dude. People, if you follow Bilal Muhammad on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about, dude. Bilal Muhammad has got pretty good, like, witty kind of comebacks and shit like that. And I think Bilal Muhammad would be...
I think I put... What did I put Bilal? I think I might have put Bilal on the B tier in my trash talking list.
Like a cool teacher. He'd be the kind of guy that you know, the first week or two, you kind of think he's like a bit, like you kind of fuck with him a little bit. Like, I think he would, that first week, you'd be kind of fucking with him a little bit, clowning on him a little bit. But then after a while, he kind of grows on you. And I could definitely see him being the teacher that, you know, when he plays basketball or some shit, he's talking, bro, you suck, bro. Your team sucks. You guys are down like 20, bro. What are you talking about, bro? And I think that would be kind of cool. So for that reason, I think Bilal Muhammad is an underrated A tier selection. I wouldn't be mad at maybe swapping him to the B tier for Paddy Pimblett or Moicano, but for me personally, I'm going to put Bilal Muhammad in the A tier, all right, dude? I think he would be definitely up there. Listen, he's no Jack Della Maddalena. Like, I think JDM... Are you kidding me, dude? JDM, you walk in the classroom, the aura would be crazy, right? But Bilal Muhammad, we'll put him in the A tier.
JDM don't have aura, bro. He don't fucking say nothing. He's so quiet.
I mean, he's all right, dude, all right?
Like, when it comes to his fighting style, of course, he got aura. But, like, as, like, a character or personality, I've never thought about doing a video with JDM. Have I put JDM in any of my, like, fun videos I make? Dude, he has no personality.
Now, I've got two people left to talk about. Close the schools, bro. Close the fucking... First and foremost, he's not getting allowed into the building with the mustache.
Strickland.
That's just number one.
Did I have Sean Strickland in D? I think I had Sean Strickland at the top of my D tier.
But number two, Sean Strickland in a classroom, dude. You say... Here's the fucking thing about black people, you guys.
See, that's the shit I was saying. I'm like, bro, the racial shit he always does.
Right this fucking... You say, here's the fucking thing about black people, you guys. Listen up, guys. Write this fucking down, you guys. Dude, like, Sean Strickland, it would almost be so entertaining to watch, but I just know it would never fly.
Yeah, he's
like, I know he would make some... Here's the fucking thing. You're fucking fat, dude. The reason you're not fucking participating is because your parents fucking didn't look after you, dude. They made you grow up on a fucking iPad, you guys. Like, Sean Strickland would just absolutely go off the rails as a teacher, and I just don't think this is a job he could...
Dude, that impression's on point, too.
...ever legally be given. And for that reason alone, for posterity's sake, I have to put him in the D tier along Bryce Mitchell. Like, I think for me personally...
Bro, imagine a podcast between Sean Strickland, Bryce Mitchell, and Joe Pyfer. That would be nuts.
It would be very fucking funny to watch Bryce Mitchell and Joe Pyfer and Sean Strickland teach a classroom of kids, but I just know it's not legally permitted for that to happen. So, you know who's in the S tier. You know Volkanovski would be one of the greatest teachers of all time. Volkanovski would be...
Volk is another one of those guys. Like, I like Volk, but he's just like a yapper, bro. Without substance sometimes. Now, I fuck with Volk, though. I feel like I'm talking shit, but, like, he just don't have no... He don't got the sauce, man.
First and foremost, this guy has a million talents, okay?
He can't cook, though. He cooks, he farms. I'm rocking with Volk, man, but, like... That's what I want Volk as a team. Look, and then he's like 3 foot, bro. Like, how's he gonna...
Volk. Mate, Volk can fucking dance. Volk can fucking box.
Volk can dance?
Volk
He does have good footwork. I can see that.
can fucking flick the jab. He's a funny ass dude. He's got a great personality. He's literally talented at everything. So I feel like he'd be the type of PE teacher that can like do a behind the back pass. He can randomly dunk somehow. He's good at every fucking sport. And Volkanovski's a funny ass dude. He'd be chilling there, you know, yeah, guys, yeah, come on through. We can do whatever. And Volk, the last thing I'll say about Volk, the fact that we all felt like we got knocked out when he got knocked out, like it was like watching your dad get KO'd, watching Volk get slept. I know that if Volk walked into the class after a day off and he was like, listen, yeah, I got the note from the substitute and, you know, this don't sit well with me, man. He said you guys were being very loud, very disrespectful. And, you know, you guys are doing my head in with this, you know. I try to be fun, but, you know, you guys are fucking around. Yeah, you guys are doing my fucking head in with this. I know that I would feel so bad, right? And I know you would too. So for that reason, and all the other reasons I gave, Volkanovski is my choice for S tier. I think he is the most cut out for this. I think Robert Whittaker and Max Holloway would also be good. But Volk, for me, is S tier. And this is the tier list, guys. So let me know what you think down below.
All right, what was my favorite ones was the Dricus one. That shit was hilarious. The Patty one, shit was hilarious. Pantoja, that was funny. And then the 3D tiers. Those were my favorites. Comment down below if y'all want to see more content like this. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, like the video, and we out.
I'm him, I can tell you from the jump, I'm a different breed. Bought a new tech, free shot, no referee. I ain't gon' force, nah shit, I'ma let it be. White gold shining, diamonds red like the 7 Seas.